time that migration was simply too divisive and sensitive an issue between developed and developing countries. So it's left out of the development goals because it's too sensitive an issue. Why is it too sensitive an issue? Well, at the time in the 1990s, as these cartoons I've put up here suggest, migration, the predominant perception of migration in both the North and the South was an extremely negative one. The cartoon on the left is actually taken from an California newspaper, and it's making reference to the tidal, so-called tidal wave of Mexicans coming across the border. The one in the middle is actually from a local Johannesburg newspaper. It's the same kind of imagery. In this case, we have a dam wall which is about to burst, and poor, calm and stable South Africa on the bottom right is about to be inundated from countries that mentioned on the top of the dam wall as the dam wall breaks. So migration is perceived extremely negatively. And the other point of contention between the North and the South at that time is over this issue of brain drain. Very strong critique that emerges in the South that the skills base of the South has been decimated by what's usually termed poaching strategies of the North. Now, quite remarkably actually, since 2000, over the last decade, migration has risen rapidly to the top of the global governance agenda. This process began within the United Nations, but it was accelerated with the appointment of something called the Global Commission on International Migration, GCIM. It was appointed in 2003, reported in 2005. It's actually co-chaired by a South African who would be known to, certainly those of you associated with the University of Cape Town, former Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Nampela Ramphele. The Global Commission held hearings around the world, including a hearing here in Cape Town in 2004, I think. And in 2005, the report was called, called Migration in an Interconnected World. Former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan was very keen on this issue of making migration a central UN question.